lived in a household full, well, an alcoholic and a drug addict father and a mother who was disabled and slowly dying. And it all started when my mother died in October of 2020. My dad stayed with us only until January of 2021, and then he left. So our homeless journey just was there, and I didn't necessarily think we were homeless. I didn't think the definition of us being in that home alone was homeless, and in a way it did feel homeless. We were like kids rotting in a house. We didn't have no food. We didn't have hot water. The sewage was backing up. Sometimes we didn't have electricity. Sometimes we didn't have water, just nothing. And we just had each other. And we just did what we could. And I had completely dropped out of school to take care of my mom, so I couldn't go back during that time. I had thought of just getting my GED and just live my life like that and just whatever, you know what I mean? There's no chance for me. When they were cleaning out my mom's stuff, they threw away my social security card and my birth certificate and my insurance information. But we found a school that was accommodating for me, and they're helping me with my credits, which is really great because I've been able to get really good. I've been in an advanced art class now. So I never thought that I could ever get anywhere. And here I gave it like that leap of faith and decided to sign up for school, and I will be graduating next year. My grades are really good. I have A's, and I'm really glad for that. I'm in a college art class, so I've never had any other art classes beforehand. I've been self-taught. I have an art piece in the gallery actually here of Deming that is being featured all throughout February. Maybe go to college for art and then also for business. Maybe open up like a little cafe or something like that and just live peaceful, I think. For once in my life, like live calmly where I don't have to always consistently think of surviving. So it was bad because my dad was very abusive to us. School was usually like virtual too, and I didn't have the right equipment for like the computer, and then I didn't have any parent to take me to go and get stuff that I needed for the computer or what I needed to go farther on in school. And then even when we were in physical, like when we would go back, there was a lot of times that I would miss. It was really rough. Like the last thing on my mind was school. Yeah, everything's normal. I'm not having any trouble at school anymore with like kids or anything. You know, my grades are good now and I have a good house to stay in, so everything's going so much better than it used to. The teachers are nice, the kids, I have a good amount of friends, and my grades are doing pretty good too. The other one was like, you know, you got to do whatever you can to survive. I didn't see it as much of importance, but now it's really important to me because, you know, I want to be able to get through my life and like go to college and be who I want to be whenever I grow up. I would want to either be a veterinarian. I was thinking about maybe being a teacher too. I wish that I didn't have to grow up in something like that, but now that I've gotten the chance to get out of it, I'm really glad that I did.
My aunt, she saved me. She brought me back to New Mexico. Everything was good for a little bit, and then that started going downhill. I pretty much tried to do everything in my power to make them happy, to make them accept me, but nothing was working. The last night I was there, so I went to my aunt, and I told her what was going on. She started screaming at me, and because of her yelling at me, I started yelling back. After everything was said and done, she told me that I can move out. I stay here after hours normally almost every week, just helping out teachers. We have a monthly food bank here. After school, I go up there and I help. I'm trying to apply for Doniana Community College.
Everything was on basketball. It made me work harder because seeing my mom, you know, struggle and seeing her sad and everything like that, it just made me work harder. it made me push the player that I am today. And you know, it's not good seeing your mom cry and wonder where we're gonna go tonight, what are we gonna eat. So that inspired me to, you know, work 1,000 times harder just for us not to be homeless like that. At first, it was definitely hard to say, you know, friends didn't know we were homeless at the time, and I was like, hey, we have something going on right now, we can't do that. So it was always a lie to cover at first, but eventually I couldn't just say the lie, so I came truthful. I'm like, hey, we're homeless. It was definitely hard. I didn't have any equipment. I didn't even have shorts. For the longest time, I played in pants and a tank top. I went into storage and I found my old basketball shoes right here. These ones right here. I had these since last year. They're kind of just beach shoes, but you know, it's something to play in. So I would be starving not most of the night, but some days, you know, I'd just be like, you know, I can't eat as much because I'm gonna save some for my little brothers and sisters and everyone else. So I'll just be like, you know, I'm gonna just drink some water, and then tomorrow morning at school for breakfast, I'm gonna eat a whole bunch of breakfast. Lunch, I'm gonna get a second plate. We knew days were coming, that was positive. I mean, I'm always grateful for it, you know, I'm just like, damn, you know, sleep from cars, from motel rooms, and look who we are, look where we're at. So I'm always grateful, humble. It's kind of hard to ask, but over time I did ask, you know, hey, could we help get some food for my mom? Work at the time, I worked at JCPenney's. And sometimes we stayed at La Quintana, so sometimes I had to walk there, a good 4 miles. I had to walk to practice sometimes, so it was, you know, it was hard, but you know, I didn't want to waste any gas. When I get tired, when I get frustrated, when I'm sad, I just think of my mom and family and think, you know, we're sleeping here and waking up and seeing my family, then wake up in the car. It's just, it pushes me, it really pushes me. Hopefully I get a scholarship to play basketball. If not, I wanted to go for economics for a major.
I still come in here and I still think, you know, I'm so happy that I finally have my own room. Nobody really knew because I just didn't want to open up to it, you know. I knew I would get emotional and everything. So no one really had any idea. It's very hard. It's very, very hard because I just come home and, or not home, you know, I'd go to the hotel. It's crazy. It's crazy people don't really know what really goes on. Well, when I get older, I've always wanted to do cosmetology school.
You know, there's a lot of mental toughness that all of us had to work on. It wasn't, you know, just to endure all of this and be like physically tough. You know, you got to be mentally tough for this stuff as well. We're part of the lucky ones, and even then it felt like we were going through hell. It was rough, but you know, we got through it, and the only reason that we got through it was because of our will to believe that there's, you know, someone who's out there to help us. So for like things to do later on in life through the military, I want to go into the medical field and help those who need it. And by medical field, it could be to patching someone up mentally. Like if this experience has brought me anything, it's like I said, was mental toughness, self-respect, self-worth. It was bittersweet. It's bitter in the fact that we were homeless, but sweet in the fact that we had family and everything around us to keep us sane and keep us together. It was really magical.